I'm going to spend 24 hours at a Pokemon event and spend over 200 Ries opening Prismatic Evolutions packs to try to get the God Pack and the most expensive secret rare from this collection. Besides that, I'm going to meet up with a bunch of people and trade cards, Pokemon, and maybe I'll finally get my first secret rare card from one of Eevee's evolutions. When we arrived at the event, the first thing we saw was the entrance poster. And just ahead, there were some security guards where we had to hand over our backpacks. The security guard would take a quick look to make sure we weren't bringing anything we shouldn't. I was fine, but I got worried when he asked to check out my case. Because what he didn't know is that inside that case there was nothing 0 cents. Yeah, security. The life of a content creator isn't easy either. People don't leave a like, it gets complicated. The situation on broke too. After we got through the first stage, which is the bag inspection, now comes the second stage of the challenge. Detect. If anything illegal was detected, you'd be thrown out of the event. The funniest thing about this is that even if you don't have anything hidden, I still get worried, like what if the thing beeps out of nowhere and the armed forces show up to arrest me? I end up on the news as a criminal, but in the end, everything turns out fine, even though I was nervous. And finally, we entered the regional Pokemon event in Fortaleza on the first day of the event. There are approximately 600 people here. And, by the way, most of them are Pokemon TCG players. But how do you know that? Tenshuin? You ask me, well, you'll understand in a moment. My main focus right now was to explore the event and see what it was like. Because it's my first time at an event entirely focused on Pokemon. So, I was curious to see what was around. And the first thing that caught my attention were these Pokemon plushies. That even rhymed. And there were plushies, therefore, I like everyone. It's also interesting when you stop to think that somewhere in the world, all 125 Pokemon, at least one of them, is someone's favorite. This guy here, for example, must like Torchic, but the price wasn't great at all, so he put it back. Let me know in the comments if your favorite Pokemon is among any of these plushies. Besides the plushies, there was also an area for people who like Pokemon Go, and here Team Rock was also present at the event. You didn't count that Kunin, did you? And there was even a Copac store with lots of Pokemon products. I even ran into a guy who follows the channel's videos and we took a quick photo together. Thanks for the support, my friend. And while walking around the event, this guy stopped me and told me something that if it happened to me, I don't know if I'd be happy or sad.
I had a contact. There's a kid at my house in Teresina, Piauí. So the kid opened it, I bought a box for myself, and he asked for one too. The ITV, two for me and one for him. When he opened his came with a God Pack. The God Pack actually had all of those cards that I opened, which was pretty exciting to see. The other guy though, he only managed to get one card, and honestly that's enough to make you feel pretty annoyed and a bit pissed off.
Foi quando o Gyro finalmente entendeu. O universo não se importa comigo.
That old saying, right? He lived long enough to become a villain. As we kept walking around, we reached the competitive area of the event. These, for example, are the people who play competitive Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And this area is the junior and senior section for the kids who play Pokemon TCG. And when I turn the camera, I run into this channel subscriber, Vider Hugo. And talking to him, he tells me the following. Me right off the bat against Gabriel Fernandez? Against Gabriel Fernandez? Yeah, world champion. Wow. For those who don't know, this is Gabriel Fernandez, the 2023 Pokemon World Champion, 4-time international champion, and 6-time regional champion. The kid is really amazing, and from what I talked about with Vitor Hugo, it's the first tournament he's participating in, and right in his first tournament, he's up against a giant. He's definitely nervous, but even so, even nervous, he told me, I'm going to win this, I'll win, that's it. Man, the important thing is to be confident. To give you an overview, basically it's divided into what? The blue area here is the master section. This green area here is where the people who are going to play are. Pokemon Geo, theoretically I was supposed to be here, but I'm not. The guy has a Rayquaza in his pocket. The red area here is for the people who are going to play Pokemon on the Switch, which is VZ Shade. And the blue area is for the junior and senior players who are going to play at the stable. By the way, this guy here is also incredible, Vinicius Fernandez. He has a record of being a 3-time international champion and a 3-time regional champion. For those who don't know, the two are brothers like Zeldris and Meliodas. These guys are really strong. Now I need to find the TCG Masters table where the Noble is and where the older crowd will play. If so, Masters, the Noble said his table is number 200 and something. And while I was looking for table 200 and something, one of the judges noticed something strange. And did you know that here on the channel you can win Pokemon card boosters in a giveaway? Yeah? So how do I? To participate, it's really simple. Just subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and follow me on Instagram. If you miss a video notification, I'll announce it there. On the giveaway day, to join, simply be subscribed and present for the live stream. Channel members can win Elite Trainer boxes, booster boxes, and Prismatic Evolution products, the most expensive items for members. I do exclusive giveaways for channel members because they support me and I give back. If you want to become a member here, click the link in the description. We're in this together now. Let's get to the video. After searching for a while, I found table 265 where the guy was. And as you can see, he was sitting there quietly, waiting for his opponent to arrive, who still hadn't shown up. Earlier, I showed that this area was empty, but now they've announced for everyone to sit at the tables to play, and it really filled up. If I get the chance, I'll probably go to others as well. It's really awesome. Man, and look, I'm not even doing anything. I'm just walking around back and forth.
5 reais for a mystery box.
5 reais.
Okay?
Why? He played.
I left it on the table. The kid gave it to me.
I got a mask. Look, good thing the guys didn't steal from me, because I could have been easily robbed. Now, the Noble's opponent has finally arrived. Professor Oak in his competitive Pokemon match. And since I knew Noble would play with Lugia, I was curious to know what kind of deck Professor Oak was going to use. So I asked, what are you playing with, huh? Oh, you can't say? Oh, okay, sorry.
Say,
I didn't understand why he didn't want to say, but okay. But it didn't take long for their match to finally begin. Nobre started with Ogrepon, Mask, Nascente, and X, and the Professor with Moon and Strondo. The round begins with Nobre using a Nest Ball, which allows him to search for a basic Pokemon from his deck. So, he pulls out Lugia V. After that, he takes an Ultra Ball and needs to discard 2 cards to get any Pokemon from the deck. He picks Kokabili. Then he uses the special energy and attaches it to Lugia, making it move up to the active field. With Kokabili, he uses its ability, discards his hand and draws 6 new cards. Deck. He managed to draw the Mesalado Stadium card to flip a coin. If it lands on heads, he takes any Pokemon from the deck. He rolled the die. The die landed on heads, so he picked Lumineon V from his deck. He ended his turn and passed to his opponent. But when I went to record the Professor Oak part, the guys kicked me out. The players kicked me out. It wasn't even by the people in charge here. And remember those lower shelves that were full of Pokemon? People bought everything. So they were restocking with the mini Pokemon. The smallest is the mini Blastoise. Nice.
Blastoise.
Well, since the folks over there wouldn't let me watch the matches, I'm going to do what I'm actually interested in. Look for Prismatic Evolutions here. However, my biggest problem was that I didn't know where the little shops were, but I decided to just walk around and finally found the first shop which already had some Pokemon products. And the most surprising thing is that in this same shop there were a lot of products from Obsidian Flames and Paldean Fates. And it's an absurd amount. I'm almost certain that whoever buys all of this could complete the entire collection. Then, my friend called me saying he wanted me to bring him some triple packs. But at that very moment, when I looked at the shop next door, I saw what I was looking for, Prismatic Evolutions. And there were exactly 30 mini boxes from that collection. However, they were priced at 350 reais each. That's a pretty steep price, no denying it. And seeing that huge amount of Prismatic Evolutions, I started thinking, there are a lot of Prismatic Evolutions here, but it's only the first day. I don't know if the price will go down on the second day. 350 bucks, you could buy a lot of other products with that, but we've really been after Prismatic Evolutions. I'm really torn about which one to get, whether it's Prismatic Evolutions, Paldean Fates, Raging Sparks. I'm undecided, I don't know. My main question up to that point was whether the Prismatic Evolutions mini boxes would last until day 2, because usually they tend to lower the price a bit so they can go home with everything sold. However, since Prismatic Evolutions is scarce and almost everyone wants it, the chances of finding this product on day 2 are very low. So, I decided to walk around the event to think it over and make the right decision. To buy or not to buy? That's when 3 subscribers of the channel stopped me to chat and show me their collections. And judging by his binder, which has a lot of Charmander and Charmeleon, he must collect Charizard. After that, they asked me to sign some cards. By the way, I think it's really cool to do that, even though I don't have a pen. But then, they had one and lent it to me. And one of them gave me a Mew VMAX to sign. Your very first VMAX ever? Let me tell you, I was flattered, okay? By the way, really awesome card. And after signing their cards, we took a bunch of photos. I really like that too, even if I look weird in the pictures. And remember those triple packs of Paldean Fates they had at the shop? My friend wanted one, so I went back there to get it for him. Can I get 12 quad packs of Paldean Fates?
12 quad packs, is that right?
Yeah, 12. I'll leave it up to you. You pick them out
The lucky one, right?
yeah, so he can get the lucky one. Let's see if they're any good. So off he went to grab 12 triple packs of Paldean Fates, which in case you didn't know, this set has a lot of awesome shiny Pokemon as well as some really valuable shinies. So I went to get the money and paid about 430 reais for those 12 triple packs. After that, I went to take a look at this binder, and when I opened it, there were some old cards, and check this out. An old near mint Clefairy that's going for 350 reais. I actually wanted it, but for that price, I'll pass and move on to the next one. Since I only started collecting Pokemon cards recently, there are a lot of new and old cards that I've never seen before. So I really like looking at binders and knowing what cards you have, especially when they are one of the first 5 Pokemon. I really love it. But I won't deny that there are also some charismatic Pokemon that I really like. A really strong example is Totodile, a Pokemon that I think is super cool and very charismatic. I even thought about actually getting him, but if I got him, I'd really want the whole Johto starter trio. But then, turning to the next page, I saw a Cyndaquil. So I went back to the previous page, grabbed the Totodile I already wanted, and then I picked up the Cyndaquil too. On the next page, there was also a Chikorita. He closed the initial trio in a few seconds. And if you, like me, also really enjoy these old cards, I'll let the binder pages roll by so you can check out all of the Pokemon cards, so leave a like if you haven't already. And the total cost for this Johto starter trio was 25 reais. Johto starter successfully captured, and after giving it some good thought, I decided to buy Prismatic Evolutions. Pick 2 Prismatic Evolutions for me. 2? Yeah, you picked 2. I'm choosing. And these were the 2 boxes he picked. The price for each, as shown, was 350 reais per mini box, but he gave them to me for 300 each. So in total, it came to 600 reais for both boxes. That's right. All set. Thanks, man.
Good luck, okay?
Thanks, I'll try them there.
Let me know how it goes afterwards.
Will do. So we bought 2 mini booster boxes here, each with 18 Prismatic Evolutions boosters. Let's open them up and see what I can pull. I hope that in these 2 boxes and 18 Prismatic Evolutions boosters he picked, there's something really good for us. And this is my first time opening this mini booster box, 18 packs. I hope the pull rate for this set is much better, because it was rough before. So I took the first booster, opened it, and there was nothing. I took the second booster, and again, nothing. Oh man. I took the third booster, and just common cards. Booster number 4, nothing again. But in the 5th booster, there was an ice aspect. Well, at least I got something. I kept opening the Prismatic Evolutions boosters until I finally saw a colored border. But right after that, I was disappointed, because when I checked, I pulled an Orgapon. Orgapon, man. I know there are some people who like this Pokemon, but to be honest with you, I actually prefer this Pokeball Mewtwo, which is currently worth 38 reais and 90 cents. And while I was calmly opening the Prismatic Evolutions boosters, this kid walked by and took a quick look at what I was doing. And a few minutes later, he came back and saw that I had pulled a Pokeball Houndoom worth 5 reais and 50 cents. And a Pokeball Houndoom, I thought that was cool. And after opening a few more boosters, I got the Dunsparce Master Ball. Look at that, that's cool. And after opening a few more boosters, 2 boosters just got stolen now. Let's see. Nothing. And an Amelia. Out of these 18 boosters, let's say that 4 rare cards came out. A Dunsparce and an Amelia. And an Ogrepon and the Super Rod. Plus Voodoo and Haldor Pokeballs. However, these cards here, they don't count as ultra rares. But if you say that on average you get 4 rare cards per booster box, that's a pretty good average. But still, it would be nice to get some EX cards, a full art, you know. So now let's move on to the next box. If I get just 1 secret evolution, man, I'll already be happy, dude. Just 1, I just want 1 now. Even just 1 evolution would make me really happy. However, I noticed that even with this new mini box that was released, they didn't improve the pull rate. It's still really hard to pull any secret art. For example, I just pulled an Ice Spectre now, a sparkling crystal worth 17 reais. So I set aside that Ice Spectre, grabbed the next booster, and when I went to open it, I got a spoiler that there was something in there. It came with a colored border, but unfortunately it's not a secret art, but let's see. Vaporeon. Wow, if it were a little Vaporeon secret, that would be good too. After opening a few more boosters, we got a Pokeball pincer worth 4 Ries and 50 cents. And let me tell you, I started opening the packs with absolutely no hope of getting anything really rare. But when I least expected it, this happened. Oh my goodness. Really? And yes, this young kid who showed up here, and here actually witnessed together with me the very moment in time when apparently I managed to pull a rare card right there. Did you see that little border? Did you see that? Let's see. Noivete. Festival Plaza. Good, good. We got a gold card here. Wow, my first gold one. At least that's something good. Wow, look, but there are still boosters here. Let's see. If it were secret rare, it would be even better, right? Pikachu would be awesome. Pikachu would be awesome. I was happy, yes. But to be honest with you guys, I'm not really into gold cards. The only gold card that I actually think is really cool and like is that Pikachu one. The rest I'm not much of a fan. But since I had already pulled the gold card, it gave me a little hope that maybe another cool card could come in this booster. Until then, nothing came. What a bummer. So, to protect my cards, he was really nice and gave me some sleeves. And to return the favor, I asked if he liked Orgupon and he said yes. So I took the Orgupon I had pulled and gave it to him. And with the sleeves he gave us, I put all the uncommon cards in them, and I also took a box out of my bag where I'll keep the rare cards so they won't get damaged easily. Well, we did manage to get a gold card, which is pretty exciting, but unfortunately we still didn't find the secret out of any EV. I would have been happy if I had pulled an Evolution or a Cerulege. I would have been very satisfied. But that's how it is. We don't always receive what we want, and sometimes you have to know when to stop. But I don't know when to stop. That's why I checked my phone to see how much money I had left. And I still had 800 Ries. I stopped to think for about 5 seconds to decide whether I should buy it or not, but I decided that I would buy 2 more boxes. But when I was about to buy them, this guy called me over to open a Prismatic Evolutions mini box with him. What do you want to get? Specifically. Cerulege? Let's see then if at least he can actually pull a Cerulege. We split half the booster and started opening. And to be completely honest with you guys, it really didn't take much time at all for that to happen. Look, look, can you believe it? It's full art. Oh my god, the secret art. Wow, already putting it in the binder, already. See how much this Pokeball is worth.
Oh, I pulled the Master Ball.
You pulled a Master Ball from Regigiga. When we checked the value, the card was indeed worth 350 Ries. Already? Yeah, half the money's already paid back.
It's me.
So already excited that we pulled a secret art. We opened all the boosters really fast, and the result was a Tomila worth 7 Ries and 90 cents and a Houndoom Pokeball worth 5 Ries. And after that, my boosters were finished. But he still had one booster pack in his hand. He still had the real chance to pull a rare, valuable, and incredible card when this happened. Just look at that. Carefully. Umbreon EX. Wow. If it had been a secret Umbreon EX, that would have been insane. After that, we went to organize his cards, and I got 4 Prismatic Evolution boosters that this guy who's a subscriber here on the channel gave me. So I invited him to sit with me, and we opened those packs together. Alright, I'll open 2, you open 2. Let's go, you open with me. If you pull up, well, alright. First one here, this one really wasn't actually very good. Research, there was nothing to be found, absolutely nothing at all, not even a hint. Oh! Nothing here either. It's gonna be a Palmerston, something like that. Nothing. And while talking to him, he asked me the following question about a certain collection that I still haven't completed.
Did you complete it with the secret rare? You're just missing the secret rare. I thought about coming here to get some cards, but people didn't show up and didn't bring many binders to trade. So then, my main focus here is what? On the first day, I'm going to open Prismatic Evolutions, then tomorrow I'll try to get the boxes to try to complete Obsidian Flames. It's going to work out.
We're in this together, and thank you so much for the boosters, my man. By the way, do you remember I told you that most of the people here at this event are actually Pokemon TCG players? That's what I was talking about. This area gets completely empty when there's a TCG competition going on. You can walk around the event easily without bumping into anyone. And, well, going back to the guys' shop, this time I decided to pick out which Prismatic Evolutions boxes I was going to get. Who knows, maybe I'm lucky today. And with their little card machine in my hand, 600 reais was deducted from my heart. I mean, from my bank account. But it's because 600 reais is a lot of money and it hits you right in the heart too. But it's done. I bought 2 Prismatic Evolutions mini boxes. At this point, I've already declared bankruptcy. I hope something really good comes out of this. So let's do this. I sat down, started taking the boosters out of the box, counted them to make sure there were really 18 boosters, and we began opening them, hoping to pull a God pack or even the most expensive Umbreon from this set. The first rare card we got was Erico, worth 14 reais and 50 cents. After a few more boosters, we pulled a Black Belt Pokeball Trainer, worth 4 reais and 40 cents. Then a Boonery Master Ball, worth 605 reais and 90 cents. Since I've already pulled the Master Ball and the full art, the drop rate now is for 2 more, so I can still get 2 more rare cards here. They could be full art trainers, other Master Balls. To sum it up, apparently this mini box has a drop rate of 4 rare cards in 18 boosters, and since I've already pulled an Erico and a Boonery Master Ball, which counts as a rare card, there's still a chance for us to get 2 more rare cards. Actually, it's just 1 now, because I pulled a Hydropolo worth 6 reais, and after the Hydropolo, I got a Pokeball Podium worth 38 reais. And opening the remaining boosters, since we were almost done, I pulled another Houndoom Pokeball. And after opening 1, 2, 3 more boosters, unfortunately we didn't get anything until there was just the last booster left. Let's see if there's something in here. Let's see. Oh, this one was the dud. So, is that it? Which had an EX card, a Master Ball. Wow, this one only had 3 rare cards. This one was kind of a bust. Usually you get around 4 on average. Or maybe I missed a Master Ball in here that I didn't notice. Now let's open the second mini box and hope we get something really good. The first rare card we pulled from this mini box was a Professor's Research Pokeball, and the second rare card, a Hydropole EX. And after opening a few more boosters, the next rare card we got was a Jubasobro. But when I opened this booster, I saw a colorful border and it gave me a bit of a scare. But when I checked, oh, I got mine.
Here.
Man, but it's like this. You see the border, you see there's a little stone, and you think, well, it's a regular one because if it didn't have the stone, it would be a secret rare. Well, there are 3 little boosters left here, and so far I've only pulled 2 rare cards.
Yeah, if you get 2 more in there.
So either there are 2 in here or 1 really, truly exceptional one. Let's see. And when I least expected it, this happened. Here comes one. Oh, the border. Ah, let's see.
Oh my god.
Slow fork. Gotta lower it down slowly and carefully. Just a little more. Come on, you can do it. Reach out and grab it.
Oh my god.
Up down. Next one.
This is it.
Yes, finally. Ah, yet another secret art has been revealed. At last. What an incredible discovery this is.
Apagus art.
Wow. Let's see. There are still 2 more. What if, imagine, look, it's already good. It's already good. That's a lot of luck. It would be crazy if there was something else.
Worth it. Made up for it.
It's already worth it. It's already made up for it. Let's go. Last booster.
Relax.
This one is low here. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. But it's good. It's already. It's better than the other 2 I opened. How much is it there? How much? Confirmed. 407. 400 reais for this secret Terrapegus card we pulled. Wow. At least something cool came out. At least we managed to get 1 secret rare. Then the guys who were around took the card, put it in a sleeve, and then another guy took the card and gave it back to me in a top loader. By the way, thanks guys! And the guys who were there around, they wanted to trade for my Raidrepple that I had pulled. You're gonna trade the Raidrepple, right? Show me yours so I can take a look. So I took his cards to see if he had anything I wanted, but in the end he gave up on the Raidrepple and I traded my God of War for his Rayquaza and the Vaporeon for a Pikachu VMAX and a Lugia. And while I was looking at some other cards to trade, carefully examining each one and weighing my options, he came up to me, approached with a calm but determined look and said this: relax, relax, I'm gonna get it, man, just wait a second. Alright, cool. In fact, the Vaporeon was a bit more expensive, yes, but I didn't mind. It was really nice of him to let me know and be considerate. After that, we went to another table, and next Pokemon card trade will be with this subscriber, Felipe. As I was taking my trade cards out, he got curious about the Terapagos card we pulled. I got it recently. Really? Just now? No way! So I handed over my trade cards and went to look at his binder. And in his binder, there were 3 cards I was interested in. So, see which one you want, and we'll check which values match up with which. While he was picking out the cards he wanted, I went to check the value of the cards of his that I had picked out. And one of them in particular was pretty expensive, the Hisuian Zoroark. Wow, its MP is at 120. Whoa, it's at 220, 220. Zoroark's at 220. However, his card was SP, so its value drops a lot. And the other two cards of his I picked, one was NM, the Horsey, and Asandile, also SP. In the end, we traded my Vaporeon for his Horsey, 4 cards for the Hisuian Zorua, and a Chinese Sandile for the Pokeball Professor Oak. Alright, see you tomorrow. The next person we're going to trade some Pokemon cards with is this guy right here. I took a look at his binder, and the cards that interested me the most were Cerulege and this Latios. And from my cards, I think I go ahead say it. It was a full art Airy, this Executor, Drifblim, and Pokeball Stadium. However, we had a problem. The Latios and Cerulege that I wanted together were worth more than 100 reis. The Cerulege is about that price, around 77. I think the Latios is a little over 100, right? I think that's right. And the cards of mine that he was interested in weren't even worth 80 reis. So I ended up keeping the Cerulege to add to my collection. Thanks for the trade, my friend. After that, I went out to check out other binders and found this guy here who had a binder full of cards from the 151 collection, which I still haven't completed. If I had come here to complete that collection, I think I would have done really well right now. But the only card I took from him was this Caterpie, because I really like Caterpie. Besides, he had secret arts from Prismatic Evolutions and many other cards, but what he didn't have, which this guy here did, was a Rayquaza VMAX, second most expensive card in Evolving Skies collection. Card in near mint condition is worth over 2,000 reais. Let me put this back on the table, because that's a lot of money. Then I played side quest with the Balacobacco crew, and the battle was me versus the mini subscriber. And the match is on! We started the match, I already knocked out one of his Pokemon, he got paralyzed, but then he knocked out 2 of my Pokemon and I lost. And the consolation prize was a ticket worth 10 points, which by the way we could exchange for products at the Copac store. With these tickets we managed to get blisters of Obsidian Flames, but when we opened them we didn't get anything. But he managed to get 2 blisters because he won the match, and when he opened the booster he pulled an Ace Spec Energy. 6 hours had passed. And day 1 of the Pokemon TCG event was almost over. And I have to tell you, watching everyone play made me really want to start playing Pokemon TCG too. I do play, but not that much. So I ended up buying this little Pokeball drawer to store cards or a deck. I bought it from this guy who, by the way, is a channel subscriber and made it himself. Plus, he gave me some really cool damage counters as a bonus. What's your Insta? It's Danilo Pinheiro, but the Insta I'm starting to set up is Swazona 3. There you'll find cool Pokemon projects and stuff. If you want to buy something, just message him on Insta. Then they asked me to sign some cards, so I signed an Eevee and a Leafeon promo. And now comes the best part of the event, and also the part I was most looking forward to. The end of the event. Because for those who don't know, at the end of the event they start handing out boxes from the current collection to Pokemon TCG players who placed well. And as you can see, there's a tower of boxes, and yes, they're all booster boxes of Obsidian Flames that they're giving out to players who did well in the tournament. And I was there trying to negotiate some with the guys, you know, so I could complete my collection and all that. Did the Noble One also win a booster box? No. Half a Box 18 booster seats a consolation prize because he lost. He managed to pull a Kilowattrel EX, some Phil, some Whackaville. Some people pulled Arkeldon in the little car. But in the end, did I manage to buy any booster box of Raging Sparks? You'll only find that out in the next video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell.